Check that out. The El Capitan. By the way, welcome to another episode of Wait Have You Seen This? I am your host, Jacoby. And we are here in Hollywood. More specifically up on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Haven't been here in a while, so I figured we'll come out here and see what we can see and do what we can do. This place right here, it's so much different than what I remember it looking like. I've been here a couple of times. This is also where the Dolby Theater is. But I've been here many times, and it just looks different to me. But it's been a while since I've been here. But we're gonna walk out here and go see what we can see. Just walk around a little bit. I feel like I should have brought a jacket. It's a little cool, but it'll be all right. Anyway, let's keep going. So this building right here in front of us is the Magic Castle. I heard it's pretty dope. I would love to go in and see that, but the unfortunate thing for us regular people, you have to be invited to go in there, and you have to be like a magician and be in that type of world before you actually are able to go into that place. So you can't just go in. You have to 100% be invited. But there's a hotel. I did not know there's a hotel there too. Okay, that's cool. But that's the Magic Castle right there. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever been this close to it though, but that's still a Magic Castle. And apparently there is a hotel there. I did not know there was a hotel you can rent. Maybe one day we'll rent a hotel there, a hotel room there. Well, that's dope. This is probably the closest I've ever been to the Magic Castle. I've seen videos online about it, and I think it's amazing. I would love to get in there, but of course, it's regular. So check this church out right here. I don't remember the name of this church, but I do know that this particular church right here is where they filmed Sister Act. Right here at this church, and there's quite a few other things that was filmed here as well. But sorry, I don't remember everything that was filmed here. But I also want to say that at this church is where they also filmed the dance sequence in Back to the Future, but I'm not quite sure. So I've heard that, but I'm not quite sure. So don't take my word as word. But I do know that this is the church where they filmed Sister Act. It was filmed right here in this church, and I love that movie. I love that movie. Fun fact: it's one of those. It's the first movie that I picked out as a kid for my family to watch, and my mom was impressed with my movie picking skills. And from that point on, I thought I was somebody. So the moral of the story is, sometimes praise your kids, make them feel good about themselves. But again, this is the church where they filmed Sister Act, right here in this church right here. It's a beautiful church too. Maybe we should come here for Easter. Beautiful, beautiful church. Just look at it, it's massive. That is gorgeous. Oh, this also is the church that was in War of the Worlds, I think it was, the original War of the Worlds, where they came to seek refuge, I guess it was. I do remember that much. So it was in this, that church was in that movie as well. And like I said, there's been other movies and things that it's been in, but I'm not quite sure right off the top of my head. But those are the two I can remember right off the top of my head. But there you have it. All right, let's keep going. Look at all these cars, man. Goodness gracious. Anyway, let's keep going. But I'm gonna get a content strike here because this person here wants to play their music super loud. I'm across the street here now because right here is the hotel where Julia Roberts stood on the balcony in Pretty Woman. This is it right here. This is the place. I don't know what else to say about it, but you gotta get out of the way of people, you know. But yeah, this is the hotel where she was living, and she stood right there on that balcony. Somebody standing in the window. She stood right there on that balcony and talking to Richard Gere right here, and she come down, got another limousine with her. But yeah, right here is what that happened in. This is also one of those things that's on the actual tour as well, if you take one of those tours. But I'm just walking around, and you can just walk up on these places and just film them. But yeah, it happens right here. It looks a little different than what it used to look, but it's still the same place right here on this street. Anyway, it's the La Palms Hotel. You gotta love it though. Anyway, let's keep going. It's not open. I don't even know if it's still the actual place again, but this is Slum and Villainy. This is where the Scum and Villainy, oh my bad. This was the Star Wars cantina. And I saw pictures of it on, you can kind of see in there, so I'm assuming it's still open. You can kind of see in there now, but it's closed right now. But yeah, it's a bar themed around Star Wars. Isn't that dope? But we can't get in there right now for sure. But it is still pretty cool. Nice. Look at that. Scum and Villainy Cantina. But again, it's closed right now, so I'm not gonna go in there, but that's dope. Right, let's go. I love it. It is definitely Hollywood at its best. I absolutely love it. But also, on the other side of this mule is the Capitol Records building. That building right there have had some of the world's legends in there making records. Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, Louis Armstrong. You had people like, my goodness, Miles Davis and there's one guy that I'm thinking of, and I cannot think of his name for nothing in the world. Duke Ellington, and you know, just all kinds of people in that building right there. I've never recorded anything in that building, but I have been in that building for sure. I think we're gonna go across the street and see if I can get a closer look at it. You know what? Looking at it from this direction, it looks like it's empty. Maybe they're redoing and remodeling it, I don't know, but it looks empty from this direction. At least some of the floors do. Look at that mural. That is beautiful right there. And of course, again, you got all these. See, a lot of people don't realize that the Walk of Fame kind of goes off of Hollywood Boulevard. A lot of people think that it's just Hollywood Boulevard, so they don't see a lot of this stuff that's off of Hollywood. But like, if you look back that way, down there where the light is, that's Hollywood Boulevard. And up here, I don't remember what street that is, but so it just carry on the wood right there. But we keep going up this way, and you got more stars. Now it stops over here, but again, this is the Capitol building. Yeah, it's apparently under construction, closed down as of now. Wow. I hope they're just remodeling it to turn it into a museum or something, or even if they turned it into a hotel would be dope. Hotel, not living quarters, but hotel would be dope. But they're definitely doing some work on the building. But that is the iconic Capitol building. Can't go wrong with that place. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. We're gonna keep going, see what else we can see. I wanted to show you guys this sign because this is the first time I've ever seen this. Grant parking since 1929. So this has been a parking lot right here in this spot since 1929. That is not amazing, but funny, because I've never seen anybody put, and I walk around a lot and I've seen a lot of parking areas, but I've never seen anybody put up since 1929, or they've been a parking since whatever. That's been a parking lot over 100 years now. That's crazy. Well over 100 years. That is straight up crazy. But that's what it is. Anyway, let's keep going. That is the iconic music store, Amoeba Music, right there. I would dare to say that it's not iconic to me, but lots of people love Amoeba Music Store. So there you have it. And also, my math wasn't mathing when I said that was well over 100 years. It's not. It was 96 years, not 100. I had to check it. But that's why it's always good to fact check your information. Alright, let's keep going. Check it out, man. It's the Funko store. Look at groups. I did not know a Funko store existed, but it is existing today. That is Funko. What is it? Incredible Hulk. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name, but wow, it's legit a retail store. Isn't that something? Oh, goodness gracious! Let's go back and see if we can find something interesting. The Black Panther universe. Oh man, that's Sherry. And you got the foyer and T'Challa. I don't know why his eyes are like that, but wow, this is amazing. It's just absolutely amazing right here. I would have never expected that in here. Never would have expected it. Look, there's Steve Rogers himself. Wow. This is dope. You can build your own Funko. Make yourself a character. Let's go over here. So this is the section that brings me back to my childhood. Pez dispenser. Now, I don't know if I don't think that's a Funko, because that's just how Kool-Aid always looked. I hope I don't get a hunting strike because they playing the music. Oh, look at that, a Jolly Green Giant. This is dope. Look at all of the McDonald's characters and stuff. That is too cool. Wow. What is that? Rainbow Bright. Oh my gosh. Pez. Here is the alien from the Looney Tunes cartoons. That's great. Let's keep going. Pillsbury Doughboy. Chester Cheetah. You can't go wrong with Chester. Chester's got to be the coolest doggone mascot ever. He is dope. But look at this, the Jetsons. It's the robot from the Jetsons. Captain Crunch. I had me some Captain Crunch the other day. That is crazy. Look, Count Chocula up there. I don't know what the other characters are called. Frankenberry, I think, and Ghost something. I don't know. Unless Frankenberry, I believe. But look at this place. This place is cool. Right, let's keep going. Let's go see something else. Look at this giant television. That's awesome. Right, let's go. It's supposed to be, but it's big one. Look, it's the Moon Man. That's dope. But of course, you can come over here to Back 2 East. Wow. Who is that? I don't know who she is. But look at that, R2-D2 and C-3PO. He's chilling in Luke's speeder. Yeah, that's dope. This place is dope. Oh, let's go into the Funko container. Boba. This is dope. And having a drink. Han did not shoot first. Okay, nobody said he did not shoot first. I think his name is Guido. Guido? He shot first. He always shot first. Han did not. Although they try to make it seem like that. Then again, if you really think about it, Han just killed him without him. He really did. And then we stopped pretending. He really did kill him. This is dope. Alright, let's keep going. Come on. Anybody knows me know that I am a super fan of horror movies. There's the creature from the Black Lagoon. It's Jason over here doing Jason type things. The ghost with the most, Beetlejuice. Why is he dressed like the cabbie though? Why is he dressed like a cabbie instead of in his Beetlejuice garb? I don't know. There's Reagan. Is that Reagan? Yeah, it's gotta be Reagan. The head is spinning. This is awesome. But here's one of the other icons, Mr. Mike Myers himself. Check it out. You know what? I wonder how does it feel to be William Shatner, knowing that his likeness is always going to be connected to Mike Myers. Because if you didn't know, the Mike Myers mask is a William Shatner mask, is what it is. This is dope. Oh, Elvira up at the top. And Slimer. Oh, this is dope. Slimer, but here's the most iconic, I think, of all the horror characters is my man, Freddy Krueger. That is too creepy. Dope. Pennywise is over there too, but he's not my favorite Pennywise, so I don't care too much for that one, but this is too dope. Alright, let's keep going. Look at this. This is the Little Mermaid. That thing is massive too. That is crazy. But okay, let's keep going because the music is playing. Dumbledore. Harry Potter's. Look at this, superheroes. The Hall of Justice. Wow. Cyborg. It's funny because they use Cyborg a lot and things like this, but he doesn't really show up in very much. Like he's barely been in the movies. Yeah, but that's still cool. Gotta love it. I gotta get out from over here because there's a lot of music playing and I don't want to get a content strike on it. But look at Harley Quinn. Dude, she over here standing in the corner all by herself. Back girl over there on that side too. They're just kind of hanging out in the corners. You wouldn't even know they was there if you didn't pay attention. Look at that. Go ahead, back girl. Why is she standing like that? Oh, wow. Anyway, gotta love it. Let's go. Check this out. This is the Hollywood Toy and Costume. This is the place that Tim Burton said that he would come to every day. Let's see, check him out. And he just got his car right around here. Not too long ago. Where is it at? Right there. Just got his start here right in front of the store that he used to ride the bus down here just to come to. This store right here. It's been here since 1950. Wow. For some reason I thought it was like off on a side road or something. Not right here on the strip. I keep calling it the strip, but on the boulevard. But it's dope. I might go in here real quick and see what I can see. I'm not going to record inside, but I'm going to look around for a few minutes and get on out of here. All right, let's go. Right down there is where we parked at. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna call this a day. That's gonna be it. Hollywood Wax Museum right there, and Hollywood Museum. I don't know what that is. Museum or no, it's a wax museum. So I guess it's okay. There's one here and one across the street as well. But also Ripley's, believe it or not. Anyways, we're gonna call it a day right here. Thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Wait Have You Seen This? I have been your host, Jacoby. Gotta love this place. Hollywood's first national building right there. It's a beautiful building. Anyway, I love you guys. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it.